Hey guys, so before I get started with this video, I wanted to first address those that are in the Listen community. If you are not a part of the Listen community, you can definitely look in the link down below, look in the description box. You can definitely join 400 plus women. We're all there to help motivate each other, teach each other, and get all of the support that we can to change our lifestyles. Not just fitness wise, but also financially, stress management, all things. So definitely check that out, link down below. But I wanted to address to those that are in the community and have been active in that community. I want to apologize for my radio silence. I have been doing a lot with my businesses because of the coronavirus affecting a lot of things. I had to put my focus into making sure things are good with certain businesses that I am involved with. So I wanted to apologize for that. We were expected to talk about intermittent fasting, and that's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to talk about the best types of intermittent fasting you should be trying, especially if you're over, I'll say over 35, or you're of a more mature age and you're having a very hard time losing excess body fat. We're not talking about losing weight. We're not talking about, standing on the scale and looking for that number to come down. We're really talking about actually changing the way that your physique looks, the way your body looks, based off what you want it to look like, not what anybody else tells you, shows you, or you compare yourself to. So I'm going to talk about the intermittent fasting styles that you should be trying. And yeah, let's get started. All right, first let's get an understanding what intermittent fasting is. Intermittent fasting is about timing. It is not about what you eat, even though that is extremely important from a nutritionist standpoint. What you put in your body does matter. But when we're talking about intermittent fasting, this is about timing that can help you control the amount of calories that you take in as energy, because it's widely known that it's calories in versus calories out. You want to be in a caloric deficit in order to see the scale move or to see inches move for you if you are having issues as far as the way your body looks and you want to change the way that it looks. Let's just be honest. So intermittent fasting is about timing, not about what you eat. It's about when you eat. So one of the most common intermittent fasting styles that you may not even recognize that you're doing is the 12-12, meaning that there's 12 hours in the day that you're not eating and 12 hours in that same day that you are eating. Even if you are spacing your meals, a couple of hours apart, you're still within this 12-hour window. And what I mean by that, 8 hours of it, you're not supposed to be eating because you should be getting rest. You need about 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And then with that 8 hours, there's 2 hours before you even decide to eat breakfast. And you're supposed to have 2 hours before you go to bed of not eating. So that equals 12 hours. And the 12 hours that you are eating, you are spacing it apart every 2 hours, every 3 hours, every 4 hours. It all depends on how often you like to eat. It's suggested basically that you should be eating at least 3 healthy, square, balanced meals a day. So you can definitely decide how far apart those meals are going to be, because it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is the most common style of intermittent fasting that everybody practices without even realizing that they're doing it. But there are 3 others that I think you should try to push forward to if you are still doing a 12-12 intermittent fasting eating style. The 16-8 is one of the most common after the 12-12, meaning that you're not eating for 16 hours out of the day and you are keeping all of your meals within an 8-hour period. I'll give you an example. Me, I eat from 12 to 8. That gives you 8 hours. You can also do from 2 to 10. You can also do from 4 to midnight. It's totally up to you. But the 16-8 is one that you should be trying if you have always been doing a 12-12 or not really scheduling out a different way of doing intermittent fasting. And the reason why I say 12-12 is not necessarily an intermittent fasting, it's just common what people do. The 16-8 is also common for those who are going into the facet or the phase of weight loss stage. This is something you start off with before you even think about what you're going to eat. It kind of helps you to control your meals within that 8-hour period. So what you can do, no more than 3 to 4 meals in that 8-hour period. You can also do no more than 2. You can do 1. That's totally up to you. But the 16-8 is one that you should be moving into if you've always been doing a 12-12 or haven't even started intermittent fasting at all. Try the 16-8. Now, the 24 is not the 24 hours. 20 hours, you are not taking in energy. You're not eating. You're only eating within a 4-hour window, which in reality, that is really just 1 meal a day. And you want to make sure that that meal or whatever you eat within that 4-hour period calculates up to the amount of calories that you need to sustain yourself within that day. You have to be very strategic of the foods that you choose to eat and making sure that they're good quality calories and that you do have some calorie dense foods within that 1 meal. This is something that should really just be practiced maybe once or twice a week for those of you who are having a hard time, getting the scale to budge, so to speak. Try a 24, not a 24 hour, 20 hours of not eating, 4 hours, meaning 1 meal in that day. Try that at least once or twice out of the week, along with your 12-12 or 16-8 intermittent fasting style. And the last one is a 24-hour. 24 hours of no food. Coffee, water, tea, a little sweetener, some lemon. Those things are fine as long as you're not drinking beverages that have calories to them. And I would say no more than 50 calories within that beverage. And the reason why I say that, because usually with your coffee, depending on what you put in it, it's about 50 calories. But as long as you're taking in water during that 24-hour phase, that is a really good way to reset your metabolism, kind of clear your system out. It's a nice way to detox. You don't have to do this every day. I would never suggest that you do a 24-hour fast every day unless this is something you have been working up towards and you have gotten that far and you're watching this video and you've been practicing that and it's working for you. Then by all means follow what works for you. But for someone who is starting a weight loss journey and just not sure when to eat, definitely do a 24-hour fast once a week. That is a good progression. And then if you want to do it more than once a week, you can do that. That is definitely your choice. But to kind of sum everything up, if you're already doing a 12-12 intermittent fasting style, push yourself over to 16-8 every day and at least practice 1 20-hour fast and 1 24-hour fast in order to get the scale to budge if that's what you're looking for. It does help because it puts you in a caloric deficit so that you can lose body fat. It takes 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound of fat, something you need to understand. I can go more in depth with calories in versus calories out. What you need to know is your metabolic rate, numbers and things like that. But I'd rather have that in a separate video or Better yet, on Sunday, I am going to be doing a training session. I'm going to be doing it live. We're going to get a chance to talk face to face, and let's go over a way that you can understand your let's just say what calories you need in order to live and to have the energy that you need throughout the day. This includes your workouts, your job, all of this stuff. You do need to know some things about you personally in order to know what to eat, when to eat, things like that. The intermittent fasting style, remember, is only about timing, but in this training, I'm going to teach you how to get that caloric number that you need and how to understand to bring yourself into a caloric deficit so you can lose a pound a week. Just look down below for the link to register for that live. Make sure you're there. I'll make sure that I'll have some paperwork. I don't want to call it paperwork, but there is going to be a PDF file for you to use and fill out as we're going through this information. So I'm going to help you understand how to calculate your body type. I'm also going to help you understand how to calculate what your caloric deficit should be and then what you should do after in order to get the scale to budge, or just get the consistency that you need so that this weight loss journey for you is successful. You're going to be able to ask me all the questions that you need. Since the coronavirus seems to keep us in the house, it might be a good idea to just go ahead and educate ourselves on some things since we're kind of stuck in the house, depending on where we are. So check down below for that link. And if you are interested and you want to know some things right now, you can check down below for a link to my intermittent fasting and clean eating meal plan guide. It looks exactly like this. And what's all involved in this meal plan? Well, it does give you several meal plans that you can follow. It explains a little bit more about intermittent fasting and about clean eating, what clean eating really is. You need to understand that because, again, what you put in your body, it does affect how your body looks. This is very important for you to know. And I'll be discussing a lot of that within those trainings as well. But if you're interested, you can just go for that particular program. It's only $9, $10, a little under $10. Go for it. Or if you're interested in the training with me, you'll get that free inside of that anyway. So just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of that. So check down below for the links for both that meal plan and for the training programs happening Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope this video helped you guys out. Anybody that is having an issue with weight loss, I do understand that there are some basics that you do need to get a hold of and do some research on. And as a nutritionist, I want to provide you the best information that I possibly can when it comes to your weight loss journey and what you eat. So intermittent fasting is a great way to control your calorie deficit or your calories, energy taken in versus energy that you're using. That's what intermittent fasting can help you with. Try those 3. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in that training. Again, look down below. If this video helped you out and you think it could help someone else out, please share this video. Give it a thumbs up. This helps a lot because I want to give people the simplest amount of information as possible about weight loss and about your health when it comes to your diet. So hope this helped you out. BeautyCutright out. See you in the next video. Bye.